Kosovo is one of Europe's most politically sensitive and historically layered places. Officially called the Republic of Kosovo by its own institutions, it is a landlocked country in Southeast Europe, surrounded by Albania, Montenegro, Serbia, and North Macedonia. It covers just under 11,000 square kilometers, making it relatively small, but its importance is far larger than its size suggests. Kosovo sits in the heart of the Balkans, a region where empires, religions, languages, and national movements have overlapped for centuries. Today, Kosovo has a population of nearly 1.6 million people, the vast majority of whom are ethnic Albanians. Its capital, Pristina, is the political and economic center, while cities like Prizren, Peja, Gjilin, and Ferizaj reflect the country's cultural and regional diversity. Geographically, Kosovo is compact but varied. Its landscape includes high plains, rolling hills, river valleys, and mountain ranges that rise above 2,500 meters. This terrain has shaped movement, settlement, defense, and identity across many periods of history. Kosovo's climate is mostly continental, meaning cold winters and warm summers, but it also feels Mediterranean influences from the southwest and alpine influences in the mountains. These natural features have made Kosovo both a crossroads and a frontier. Routes through the region connected the Adriatic coast with the interior Balkans, while mountain zones created pockets of local identity and resistance. Understanding Kosovo starts with this geography, a small landlocked territory positioned where major cultural and political worlds have repeatedly met. Kosovo's ancient history is closely connected with the Dardani, an Illyrian people mentioned in classical sources from at least the 4th century BCE. The Dardani formed the Kingdom of Dardania, and its political and cultural center is often associated with the area around modern Lipjan, near the ancient city of Ulpiana. This matters because it shows Kosovo was not a blank space before medieval or modern national histories. It was already part of the ancient Balkan world, connected to local tribes, trade routes, and later imperial systems. In the 1st century BCE, Dardania was incorporated into the Roman Empire, and by the 3rd century CE it became a separate Roman province, embedding the region in Rome's administrative, military, and urban networks. After the Roman era, Kosovo remained within the shifting world of Byzantium, though imperial control was often challenged. During the Byzantine period, the region was eventually organized as part of the theme of Dardania. From the 6th and 7th centuries onward, Slavic migrations transformed much of the Balkans, including areas around Kosovo. Over time, power shifted between the Byzantine Empire and the First Bulgarian Empire, reflecting a wider struggle for control of the Central Balkans. This period is important because it complicates simple historical claims. Kosovo's past was not shaped by one community alone, but by layers of settlement, administration, and cultural change. Byzantine, Slavic, local Balkan, and later Serbian and Albanian histories all became part of the region's long memory. In the 13th century, Kosovo became central to the medieval Serbian state. It was not merely a borderland, it became deeply tied to Serbian political and religious development, including the establishment of the Serbian Patriarchate. Monasteries and church institutions from this era remain highly significant to Serbian identity and Orthodox Christian heritage. This medieval period is one reason Kosovo has such symbolic importance for Serbs today. At the same time, the population and culture of the region were never frozen in one moment. Medieval Kosovo was part of a broader Balkan world where authority, language, religion, and settlement patterns changed over time. Still, the Serbian medieval legacy remains a major part of why the territory is so emotionally and politically contested. One of the most famous events in Kosovo's history is the Battle of Kosovo in 1389. A Serbian-led coalition, including fighters of various backgrounds, confronted the expanding Ottoman Empire. The battle's immediate military outcome is often debated, but its symbolic impact is undeniable. Over time, it became a defining moment in Serbian national memory, associated with sacrifice, loss, resistance, and identity. The battle also marked a turning point in the broader Ottoman expansion into the Balkans. As the Serbian Empire declined, local dynasties such as the Brankovic family continued to govern parts of Kosovo for a time. But by the mid-15th century, after further Ottoman campaigns including the Second Battle of Kosovo, the region came under full Ottoman control. Ottoman rule lasted nearly 5 centuries, from the 15th century until 1912. This long period reshaped Kosovo's society, economy, religion, and urban life. Towns developed within Ottoman administrative structures, and Islam spread among parts of the population, especially among Albanians. Kosovo became connected to wider imperial networks stretching across the Balkans, Anatolia, and the Middle East. But Ottoman rule was not static. Local elites, rural communities, religious groups, and emerging national movements all interacted with imperial power in changing ways. By the 19th and early 20th centuries, Kosovo became a center of the Albanian national awakening, often called the Albanian Renaissance. Albanian revolts in 1910 and 1912 reflected growing opposition to Ottoman rule and demands for autonomy and rights. The collapse of Ottoman power in the Balkans dramatically changed Kosovo's future. After the Balkan Wars of 1912 and 1913, Kosovo was ceded to the Kingdom of Serbia. This transfer was deeply consequential because it placed a largely Albanian-populated territory under Serbian rule at a time when modern nation-states were being built through borders, armies, and central governments. Later, after World War I and through the formation of Yugoslavia, Kosovo became part of a larger South Slavic state. After World War II, Socialist Yugoslavia reorganized the region, and Kosovo became an autonomous province within Serbia. This autonomy gave Kosovo institutions and recognition inside Yugoslavia, but it did not resolve the deeper tensions between Albanian aspirations and Serbian claims. During the 20th century, relations between Kosovo's Albanian and Serb communities were marked by periods of coexistence, political negotiation, and serious tension. Under Yugoslavia, Kosovo's autonomy expanded, particularly in the 1974 constitution, giving it substantial self-governing powers. But in the late 1980s, Serbia reduced Kosovo's autonomy, intensifying Albanian opposition. Many Kosovo Albanians responded through parallel institutions, political resistance, and demands for self-determination. By the late 1990s, the crisis escalated into the Kosovo War of 1998 and 1999, involving Serbian and Yugoslav forces, the Kosovo Liberation Army, and NATO intervention. The war caused displacement, destruction, and civilian suffering. It ended with the withdrawal of Yugoslav forces and the establishment of United Nations administration in Kosovo. After the war, Kosovo entered a unique political phase. It was no longer governed directly by Serbia, but it also was not immediately an independent state. The United Nations Interim Administration Mission in Kosovo, known as UNMIK, oversaw institutions, security arrangements, and reconstruction, while NATO-led peacekeepers helped maintain stability. During this period, Kosovo developed its own political structures, elections, and public administration. For Kosovo Albanians, independence became the central political goal. For Serbia, Kosovo remained an integral part of its sovereign territory. These conflicting positions made compromise extremely difficult. International mediators tried to find a settlement, but the gap between full independence and Serbian sovereignty proved too wide. This unresolved status set the stage for Kosovo's next major turning point. On February 17, 2008, Kosovo unilaterally declared independence from Serbia. Since then, it has gained recognition from at least 110 United Nations member states, though the exact number can vary depending on diplomatic changes and interpretations. Major Western countries, including the United States and many European Union members, recognize Kosovo. Serbia does not, and continues to regard it as the autonomous province of Kosovo and Metohija. Several other countries also do not recognize Kosovo, often because of their own concerns about separatism and territorial integrity. This makes Kosovo a partially recognized state, It has a government, territory, population, and international relations, but its sovereignty remains contested. The 2013 Brussels Agreement helped normalize practical relations, yet final status remains unresolved. Today, Kosovo is a young and developing country with an upper-middle-income economy. It has experienced notable economic growth since the 2008 financial crisis, supported by international institutions, remittances from its diaspora, and gradual development of services and infrastructure. Kosovo is a member of organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank Group, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, the Venice Commission, and the International Olympic Committee. It has also applied for membership in bodies including the Council of Europe, UNESCO, Interpol, and the European Union. Kosovo's future is still shaped by one central question: how can it build prosperity and international integration while its status remains disputed? Its story is not just about borders, but identity, memory, recognition, and the unfinished politics of modern Europe. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.